This is the Bobcat News with your anchors Corbin Eddy and Sarah Kearns. Where every Bobcat matters, every day.
Hail Bobcats, that is hello Bobcats in Jamaican.
Welcome. Here's a good riddle for today. What is 3/7 chicken, 2/3 cat, and 2/4 goat?
Kennedy and Catherine will interview this week's featured students. These students are selected for being kind, respectful, responsible, and safe, and showing the Bobcat integrity.
Hadley, what is your favorite subject?
Art.
Nice. What kind of books do you like to read?
The Land of Stories series.
Cool. Do you do any after-school activities like sports or music?
I do diving and I have an art class.
Cool. What are some of your hobbies and interests?
I like art and reading.
Cool. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
An art teacher.
Nice. Thank you.
Hi Bobcats. Today we're here with Miles Bash for the 5th grade featured student. So Miles, what is your favorite subject?
Math.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I survived.
Do you have any after-school activities like sports or music?
Soccer.
What are some of your hobbies and interests?
Video games and sports.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I haven't thought about that yet.
Thank you. There are some areas on the playground that we need to be aware of. Alea will be talking to Mr. Josh about playground boundaries.
Hello Bobcats, today I'm here with Mr. Josh, and we're going to be talking about the playground boundaries. What are the playground boundaries for?
So, playground boundaries, really is to help keep the students safe. And, there's only so many teachers that are out here that can monitor. And we have such a big playground, so we have to have boundaries so that way, it also helps the teachers keep a better eye on all the students and overall just for safety.
Awesome. What are some areas that we should be aware of?
So some of the areas that we shouldn't be playing in, the walls where you guys line up, the brick walls. A lot of kids like to try and climb on those and play on them, and you could slip and fall and get hurt, or you could fall and hurt somebody else. So that's one area. The grassy hill areas by the classrooms, because you could be bothering classes that are in session, distracting kids, from getting their work done, and plus it's just another big area that we always can't keep an eye on. So we just want to stay off of there. The left side of the track over here is another area, because it's kind of around the building and nobody can see, and so that's just a bad area. And I think really those are the main ones.
Why do we have playground boundaries?
Again, it's for everybody's safety. We want to make sure that whoever is out helping monitor the kids can see all the kids, and because there is areas like around the building over here that people can't see, and so it's mainly just for everybody's safety.
Awesome, thank you for your time.
Everett will interview Mr. Morton about bringing toys and other items to school. There are some important things we should know.
What are the limitations for bringing toys or other items to school?
So that's a great question, Everett. We do have a school policy which states personal belongings, gadgets, anything of value should not come to school, right? So we started this year, and because of COVID, we were a little looser on it because we wanted to make sure our kids felt comfortable here and that some social emotional needs were being met. But now that we are approaching fourth quarter, our kids are doing so well here, and all of our systems seem to be functioning fairly normally or normal. As a staff, we're starting to see issues arise from bringing personal belongings, such as those items being stolen, lost, or destroyed. And the area that we really seem to be struggling in is Pokemon cards.
Are there any exceptions to these rules?
You know, what we've decided as a staff is that if we're going to enforce this for fourth quarter, we need to go all in. So starting fourth quarter, there will be no exceptions.
Why do we use these rules?
Well, again, I'll go back to the theft, some of the items being broken. And there's a lot of controversy with Pokemon cards. I mean, I think it's great that kids can explore that. They have a lot of fun with it, but those things are really valuable. And I have had situations here lately where those have either been taken or stolen, and then that causes conflict with our kids. Yes, we want to be able to learn how to deal with conflict, but when we start trading Pokemon cards for money, then we have an issue.
Thanks for your time.
All right, Everett, thank you.
It is cold outside. What will the weather be like next week? Can you tell us, Veda?
Hi again, my best Bobcats. I'm Veda Havens, back with the weather this week. This week I'm going to talk to 5 cute animals to see the weather. Okay, let's go to the forest. On Monday, let's talk to a fox. Thanks, little guy. On Monday, the weather is mostly sunny with a high of 45 and a low of 27, with a 7% chance of precipitation. On Tuesday, I will talk to a small rabbit. Hi, little rabbit. Can you please tell me what the weather is for Tuesday? It's very important to use manners when getting information from animals. On Tuesday, the weather is mostly cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 27, with a 24% chance of precipitation. Let's ask an owl for the weather on Wednesday. Can I please have the weather for Wednesday, little owl? Thank you. There is a chance of snow showers with a high of 44 and a low of 27, with a 45% chance of precipitation. On Thursday, let's talk to a deer. Can I please have the weather for Thursday next week, dear? Thank you. There's a high of 49 and a low of 28. It's mostly sunny with a 5% chance of precipitation. Finally, on Fun Fantastic Friday, I'll try to talk to a wolf. Hi, little wolf. Can I please have the weather for Fun Fantastic Friday? Thank you. It will be partly cloudy. The high will be 44 with a low of 24. There's a 24% chance of precipitation. Have a great weekend and enjoy the weather. Bye, Bobcats.
I wonder what is happening in sports. Grady will tell us what is going on.
Hi, Bobcats. It's Grady with this week's sports. Why did the basketball player go to jail? There is a state gymnastics meet this weekend. The gymnasts that will be competing are Charlie McDonald, Lily Grundy, Dorothy Jensen, Nevaeh Fryer, and Tessa Taylor. Good luck. Wrestling is going strong. Good job for all those students. Soccer is starting. There are several students that are playing striker soccer and many others who are getting signed up for rec soccer. Good luck out there to all those soccer players. There will be a new classroom challenge for the Blazing Bobcats. We will have more information on this next week. If you are wondering why that basketball player had to go to jail, that's because he shot the ball. Mrs. Zatnip shared some photos from the Blazing Bobcat Reward at the climbing gym. You can see how much fun the students who earned the reward had. Have a good week and stay active, Bobcats. See ya! This is the last day of the quarter. Did you make your AR goal? If not, here are some book recommendations to get you started on fourth quarter.
I'm Dorothy from Mr. Haichu's class, and the book I recommend is Michael Vey. And in it, there's this kid who gets powers from an experiment that went wrong, and then him and his friends go and try and defeat the person who created the experiment.
So my name is Noah from Mrs. Berry's class, and a book I recommend is Beyonders, a World with No Heroes. It's about these two kids who go to a different world, and they have to protect that world, and they're basically the heroes of that world.
I'm Ellie from Miss Durham's class, and a book recommendation I have is the Dear America series. I like them because they have a lot of points and they're fun to read.
My name is Skyla from Miss Ryder's room, and the book I recommend is The Mysterious Howling. And it's basically about this girl who tries to get a job at this mansion. And in there's these 3 kids who were basically raised by wolves, and she has to teach them how to act like normal kids. And yeah.
My favorite book is Hatchet, and it's about this 16-year-old boy named Brian that is flying on a plane to California to his dad's, and the pilot has a heart attack, and the plane crashes and the pilot dies, and Brian has to survive 54 days in the woods, and he sets up this fire that takes 13 days, and then he meets up with this bear.
Hi, my name is Lily, and I'm from Miss Park's class, and I recommend The Last Apprentice because of the action and the witchcraft stuff in it.
My name is Tora, and I really like the Underneath because it's about animals. It's about a cat and a dog and 2 baby cats who are trying to survive the wild with a hunter, and they live under the hunter's porch.
My book recommendation is Refugee because it is very exciting and there's many different characters in it.
Okay, I recommend Diary Wimpy Kid because it's really funny and it has a lot of crazy stuff that happens in it. And yeah, by the way, I'm Justice Sprout from Mrs. Stevens' class.
I'm Ryan in Mr. Bauer's class, and I recommend Artemis Fowl because it is a science fantasy book, has a lot of action and cleverness in it. Yeah.
Here are this week's reminders. The activities at recess are getting better. Remember to play nice and play fair. If we can all do that, everyone will have a better recess.
Do not bring food on the playground. Orange peels and wrappers continue to be a problem. Please be respectful and responsible to follow all these rules. If your class has snack time outside, make sure all your trash goes in the garbage can.
Spring break begins next Friday, March 26th, and lasts the entire next week. Come back to school on Monday, April 5th. Be safe and have fun, Bobcats.
Keep reading to reach those AR goals and keep walking or running to earn those blazing Bobcat miles. The answer to your riddle this week is Chicago. Did you guess it, Sarah? Let me explain it. Chicken, 3/7 chicken is the CHI in Chicago. 2/3 cat is the CA in Chicago. And 2/4 goat is the GO in Chicago. So it's CHI, CAGO, which spells Chicago. Signing off is your trusty anchor, Corbin.
Bye, Bobcats. That is bye, Bobcats in Jamaican.
Mama said